Compare all-in-one plans, all in one place. eHealth.
Call 1-800-428-0126 to compare Medicare plans in your area or visit eHealth.com.
eHealth, your Medicare matchmaker.
Try the Orthopedic Supreme mattress and receive any size mattress for the price of the twin.
What was Dolly Parton's line in Steel Magnolias? Smile, it increases your face value. Well, Rebekah Latham must be worth $10 million because she's always smiling. Maybe because her job is just to make people look and feel great when they come to her at House of Color. So smile.
I love that.
Don't prove me wrong. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So I like what you're talking about this morning because it's makeup.
It is, yeah. So I was thinking about Halloween, and you know, when we go into a makeup store, it can be so overwhelming. There's so many choices. Like, where do I even pick? And so at House of Color, once we know your best colors, we can help you find your best makeup. And it's almost like using a filter on your computer screen. You pick what your season is, and then here's all your best makeup. So today, for fun and to be extra scary, I have my best makeup on this side. So this is my summer makeup. And then on this side, I have spring makeup. And so that is not my best makeup.
But here, this is what I think is going to be so interesting, even though you have not yet revealed the lesson. To look at you, the average Joe, being me, would never know that you're wearing two different seasons. Like, I would not know it. So I say that because I bet that shows how a lot of us are wearing makeup that's keeping us flat, thinking we look good, not knowing what we could be.
It can be so subtle. And when I first did this, I was even going, oh, and then once you see it, you can't unsee it. So if you look at my face, so this side, I don't know where you want me to point.
It'll take him a second to zoom in on you.
Get in on this.
Oh, hold on. Steven's going to get you over here.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so zoom in on her, Steven.
Get as close as you can. There you go. So on this side, you can see the lipstick looks very, very orange. And this blush is like sitting on top of my face. Like it looks like we really loaded it up.
It looks like you're wearing blush.
Oh yeah. When I go to here, I'm still wearing a lot of blush because some of it's the lighting, but do you see how the lips are softer?
Yeah.
And the blush almost kind of, it looks like I could be flushing versus sitting.
That side looks cakey.
It's very cakey. It's not as natural because it's not blending with my skin undertones. So those are things we look at, and that's why color is so important, because on the correct side, it's interacting with my cooler undertones and kind of just enhancing how I would naturally blush or flush. Here, I would never my skin is never going to flush to a peach. But I have some of my clients that are warm seasons, when they blush, they get kind of a peachy coral blush to them.
Okay. So, I'll talk. First of all, here's what Rebekah does at the House of Color. I know that you've probably seen her on here before, so if I'm repeating myself, forgive. But you go to her, and you can do a myriad of things, but typically it begins with a color analysis, right?
Yes, that's our anchor service that kind of gets you started on your House of Color journey.
Okay. So you discover, remember the old 1980s days of are you a winter, spring, summer, or fall? But there's a different twist to it that she brings. Right.
There is. So it uses the same color system. So we're going to give you summer, spring, autumn or winter, but we're going to spend a lot more time really getting down to your season and a lot of time educating you. So it's called a color analysis, but I like to call it a color class, because when you leave, you're going to have a fan of your best colors and you're going to know how to find them in the wild. And then additionally, we're going to do our 90-second makeup routine, which is only 5 products, but because it's built for your season and to blend with your skin, it's going to look natural and enhanced and not like you're wearing a ton of stage makeup. This feels very stage makeup-y to me on this side.
You've said so many words that are buzzwords for me. So one word that you said was all the choices that are out there. I have daughters, you know that, 25 and almost 19.
Yeah.
Choices don't seem to bother them. They stymie me. And I don't know if it's because the older you get, the harder it is to make those choices. I don't know if it's because all of my shopping has always been done for them and I played last fiddle, that I don't know how to do it anymore.
That goes into style analysis. I think it's a combination of things. So we all, especially as mothers or heads of households, we make so many decisions for everyone, up to 35,000 decisions a day. And so I think for the older generation, it is better to have less decisions. We just want less. The other thing is, as we age, we lose color on our face. And so a 20-something putting on makeup, they can play a little bit more. They have a good coloring already. But as we age, we're going to lose our color. And so we have to be really careful what we're adding back is actually natural and not this like caked orange. I joke that when I wear this peach, I look like I raided my grandmother's makeup closet.
Okay, so that's the next part of it, because if you're on Facebook, and raise your hand if this has happened to you, you're on Facebook and you see all these ads that pop up, right? And they're all these cute young girls with that cream makeup all over their faces, you know what I'm talking about? And they know just how to dot it, and
it's amazing. Yeah.
Yes, but only if you're them. I mean, like, you're afraid to buy if you don't know what you're doing. So they come to you, they learn what to do.
That's right. And we really want to make it more simple, more streamlined, more easy. I do offer a makeup class, and if you want to go down the contouring rabbit hole with me, we can definitely talk about it. But I want you to see that the magic is in wearing your best colors on both your body and your face.
Okay.
And that you don't need to put in a ton of effort. You don't need a lot when you're wearing what blends with you best.
Okay, there is a real practical side to what you do. So you first come in, and it's a little bit indulgent, self-indulgent, to come and have her work with you, but then she knows that real life hits, and you've got to grab some clothes at the store before you hit the carpool line or whatever.
Absolutely.
So you've also got that app, I guess.
Yeah,
Talk about that.
We have what's called My HOC Lookbook, and I like to think of it as a Pinterest board and like to know it. So once we know what your season is, you'll get access to this, and it's basically a wardrobe in your pocket. So you can either use the My Find section, which will show you your colors out in the wild, or what I love to do is I upload in my closet so I can see what's in my closet when I'm out in the wild. So if I find this great smoked grape skirt, well, it's great to bring it home, but if it doesn't work with anything in my closet, I've just put myself in a silo.
Right.
And so I can go, okay, I've got this skirt, what shirts could I wear with it? And look through and find shirts. Because again, with everything we're juggling, especially this time of year, trying to remember what is in your closet could be nearly impossible.
Okay, I want to pay you a compliment, and I just cross my fingers that it comes out the way I want it to come out. So I have a friend who has a friend who has come to you.
Yeah.
And so we were talking. I talk about you a lot to people because you're like my dream gift to myself, kind of thing.
Aww.
But this friend of mine and I were talking, and you are embracing of your over-the-top theatrical personality.
That's true. Yes.
This friend's friend is, I think, the polar opposite of your personality.
Okay. Yeah.
But she has come to you and has been transformed.
Absolutely.
So I say that because whatever your personality is, what you want is to be the best you, and that's what you create.
That's what we do in a style analysis. So in a style analysis class, we're going to spend about 4 hours talking about who you are, how you want to be perceived, your lifestyle, maybe even a little bit of therapy, digging into some of your history, and then making sure that how you show up is who you are, because that's when we see so much power. If I showed up in, let's say, just all cream, kind of maybe a suit, something more subtle, it would be really weird when I came in. I'm like, look, I have 2 sides of makeup on my face, and I have this and I have that. And so I joke, for me, it's a warning sign. But for a lot of people, it's just a preview of who they are. Right. I had a beautiful client 2 days ago, and she's what we call dramatic classic. And she just looks elegant in these classic timeless pieces. Me? They're okay.
Yeah.
But I need a little more razzmatazz.
I'm going to get in trouble if I don't wrap it up. So here's where you can find your razzmatazz. It's House of Color, CLOUR.com. There's her phone number. She's on Manufacturers Road. Treat yourself before the holiday season crazy gets underway.
That's right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You don't look drab.
Arby's, 2 for $7 every day. The big beefy boy that started it all. 2 of those things for just $7. Arby's, we have the meat.